As a top celebrity in modern times, she woke up in ancient times as the neglected Nanjiang princess sent for a political marriage. She thought life from here on would at least be pretty comfortable. Princess His Majesty has chosen your nameplate tonight. Wait, what does that even mean? She looked completely done with life. She had just arrived in this world, and she had already been chosen for the emperor's bed. But right as she was about to leave, she suddenly remembered something, reached beside her pillow, pulled out a tiny bottle, poured out a pill, and swallowed it without hesitation. That night when the emperor came to her chamber, she suddenly started bleeding from the nose out of nowhere. Seeing her ruin the mood like that, the emperor flew into a rage, immediately summoned an imperial physician to treat her, then turned and left. Your Majesty, please don't go, Your Majesty. Just like that, by the next day, the story that she got so excited during the emperor's visit that she bled from every orifice spread through the entire harem like it had wings. Later, when a concubine nearby saw the woman passing by, she quietly gave her maid a look. The maid instantly understood, stormed forward and blocked the woman's path. Without another word, the maid tried to snatch the lamb from the woman's hands. When the woman's maid tried to argue, the other side slapped her hard across the face. Who said you had the right to speak here? Oh, screw you. Who said you had the right to speak here? They say anyone who sees this video and leaves 3 flowers will have smooth sailing and make big money from here on out. After seeing her own maid get knocked into the water, the concubine slowly walked up to the woman with a smug look and raised her hand ready to teach her a lesson. But just then the woman caught sight of the emperor passing by from the corner of her eye, so she quickly collapsed to the ground. When the emperor arrived, the noble consort was about to frame her, but the woman flicked a tiny goo insect right onto the consort's neck. When the consort tried to fend herself, she was shocked to find she couldn't make a sound. I'm asking you a question. Why won't you answer? Could it be because you just hit me, and now you're too guilty to speak? That made the consort tremble with rage. And she suddenly stood up, ready to charge at the woman. But that move enraged the emperor. Thanks to the woman's clever setup, he punished the consort by docking half a year of her stipend on the spot. Unexpectedly late that night, the emperor suddenly learned that the Empress Dowager had fallen unconscious. The imperial physicians took turns treating her, but none of them knew what to do. But the woman saw through the cause at a glance. The Empress Dowager has been poisoned by flower toxin. This poison is colorless and odorless, so after being poisoned the body shows almost no obvious signs. Then the woman turned to the emperor and said she was willing to try to wake the Empress Dowager. In fact, she only stepped forward because, as a political marriage princess, she had no one to rely on in the harem. If she could save the Empress Dowager and get on her good side, she would have a powerful backer in the palace. By now the emperor had no other choice, so he could only take a desperate gamble and nod in agreement. Right after that, the woman had her maid bring over a bowl of cold water, then secretly dropped a goo insect into it. The reason she did this was because she knew this flower toxin had no cure, and only a goo insect could absorb the poison inside the body. But after everyone waited for a while, the imperial physician checked the Empress Dowager's pulse again, only for her to suddenly stop breathing. So this is the result you were waiting for. Guards, drag out the culprit who killed the Empress Dowager and execute her. Your Majesty, this isn't the final result. Just wait a few more